AITA if I cook just for myself and tell my family that it's their problem if they are hungry? I'm a 16-year-old guy who lives at home and has always enjoyed cooking. It started as a personal hobby. I loved experimenting and cooking meals for myself whenever I had time. Observing my growing passion, my parents added cooking to my chores, expecting me to prepare meals for the whole family. Initially, I didn't mind, but the gratitude I expected was quickly overshadowed by their constant criticism. Every meal became a battlefield of preferences. Too spicy, not enough vegetables, too many vegetables, complaints about the type of protein, the style of the dish. The list was endless. None of the feedback was constructive. It was mostly whining. I tried to accommodate by asking for their preferences in advance, but with everyone wanting something different, it was impossible to please them all, especially with my school commitments. In an attempt to manage, I created a weekly meal plan, but the complaints only continued after the meals were eaten. When I addressed this with my family, hoping for some understanding or at least some compromise, my mom dismissed it as the reality of cooking for a family. She admitted everyone had always been critical, even with her cooking. When I pointed out that I had never treated her that way, she brushed it off as a part of life. This felt unfair, as it seemed like their behavior was now being justified at my expense. The situation escalated when my cooking was bluntly criticized as poor, with comments that my food was disliked. Frustrated and feeling unappreciated, I declared that I would no longer cook for them. This decision was met with anger from my parents and ridicule from my siblings. I returned to cooking just for myself, which led to further conflict. My family would return home hungry, expecting a meal I no longer prepared, labeling my actions as disrespectful. After one particularly tense confrontation, where I expressed that their lack of gratitude and respect made them deserving of the situation, my parents accused me of having a disgusting attitude and grounded me for 2 weeks. They argued that I should not be okay with letting them go hungry, but I felt they brought it upon themselves with their constant criticism and lack of appreciation for my efforts. Now I'm left questioning if my stance was too harsh, but also feeling justified in my need to stand up for myself against their unrelenting criticism and disrespect.